gonna lie, I did like that feud, bro. But the only thing I didn't like was that fucking bead shit, bro.
You know that's me. That's literacy. Loti, Bobs. Loti, Bobs. Loti, Bobs. 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 Loti.
What's going on, chill? Your boy, Little T. Bang full of favorite, know how I'm rocking, man. Hey, man, check it out, check out the stuff. So we got Botches that made a WWE match better. And rocking something, let's get it. Oh, of course, iconic one. Come on, bro. I like how we started with this. Come on, bro. The John Cena Batista, come on. That's iconic right there.
Botches that made a WWE match better. Number one, the glass.
And I heard, Mr. Man broke his hamstrings.
King of the Ring. Now say what you want.
Oh yeah, when the glass didn't break. Hell yeah.
ECW invasion angle. That story did provide us with several gems. If you've never even seen Kurt Angle versus Shane McMahon, you've seen plenty of video packages of Kurt suplexing Shane through the glass. Now this was a botch as the glass didn't break on the first try, so Kurt Angle continued to use the suplex until it did. What the botch did was elevate Shane McMahon's character. We knew that he wasn't in the former WWE Champions League, but Kurt doing the belly-to-belly spot over and over again made him come across as a scrappy, never-say-die wrestler, which is a great component to have in these types of matches. Suddenly, it didn't seem like Kurt had the match easily won because of the toughness of Shane McMahon, and they had fans on the edge of their feet throughout the remainder of it. Unpredictability is wrestling's biggest component, and while it's harder to be unpredictable in today's landscape, having this shroud of mystery creates intrigue and interest among the fans. Though Shane lost, he earned some newfound respect by taking so much legitimate punishment. Number 2, RVD crushes Triple H's throat, the Elimination Chamber match for the World Heavyweight
that's crazy because I just watched this match. I heard like he his knee went across his neck.
Series 2002. Now the first ever Elimination
Triple H like he couldn't breathe and all that.
20 plus years later. What made this match work so well was that each man had a history with Triple H, which made every wrestler feel like a credible threat because everyone was on the level of Triple H. More importantly, these guys had excellent chemistry with one another. Of course, the Elimination Chamber match was far from perfect. Hell, it wouldn't even be on this list if it was. That brings us to the infamous 5-star frog splash that RVD hit, crushing Triple H's throat. Triple H was already a bloody mess, but the Elimination Chamber was billed as a violent and dangerous match, and that unexpected injury upped the ante of that element. A danger and violence is a sly storytelling element that keeps the audience invested in matches like these. If the fans didn't believe in the action, then they wouldn't invest in the story or gimmick. Wrestling is like a fantasy where we need to connect with everything that's going on between those ropes. While I'm sure Triple H would have preferred not to have his throat crushed, that one moment helped propel that great match into something incredible. Number 3, Brock Lesnar botching the shooting star
press up his neck, hell yeah.
19. Now you've seen this botch time and time again, yet Lesnar vs Angle is still listed as one of the best WrestleMania events in the 21st century. There's no doubt that it was cool to see such a behemoth pull off one of the best high-flying moves in pro wrestling.
God
what this
damn,
botch did was add drama to a match that somewhat needed it. And we all know that Brock Lesnar was winning here. This is Kurt frickin' Angle, so he was already a certified main event star. But this was a passing of the torch moment for Lesnar's babyface run. It was clear that something went wrong given how much of a sell job Lesnar was doing. This was a genuine moment where it seemed that Kurt Angle could actually win. Sure, the illusion was crushed 10 seconds later when Brock Lesnar hit his third F5 and pinned Kurt, but that botch gave Lesnar a vulnerability that was missing throughout the match. Without that botch, it still would have been a great match, but it elevated into something far more memorable because it added drama and characterization to a story that felt extremely predictable. Number 4, Vicky Guerrero forgets a cue to stop Eddie, SummerSlam 2005.
I don't know this. What's this
one? Rey Mysterio feud in 2005 was the very definition of sports entertainment at its finest. For sure, it was ridiculous, but there was a ladder match for the custody of Dominic. All the pieces of the puzzle fit into this melodrama. The ladder match wasn't about spots, it was about storytelling, which is why Vicky missing a cue to stop Eddie only helped the match further. And when Eddie was struggling to get the briefcase off, Mysterio and Eddie masterfully improvised a spot, and Eddie's reaction once he hit the mat was great. Him getting frustrated and legitimately upset fit his character to a T, as the whole reason this feud started was because Eddie couldn't beat Rey. However, if you heard the close-up of Eddie shouting about Vicky missing a cue, then it would break kayfabe for the most. But WWE was clever enough not to get too close to Eddie's angry rant, and it made his actions seem in line with the overall story. An incredible and emotional ladder match that managed to overcome the silliness of its soap opera angle. Number 5, Sim Snuka fails to catch The Undertaker, WrestleMania 25. Now, The Undertaker vs. Shawn Michaels is a flawless match. Granted,
Facts.
Sim Snooker may not feel that way because it was a match that got him fired, but the botch dive from Taker onto the cameraman helped heighten the drama between the two
Damn.
veterans. Now, for those who don't know, Sim Snooker played the cameraman and he was supposed to catch The Undertaker. He didn't, and it took some time for the WWE Hall of Famer to recover. But what this one botch did was allow fans to soak in the story of this amazing match and buy into Shawn Michaels' beat.
I mean, but how they gonna get mad at him? I mean, he wasn't close enough.
Was allow fans to soak in the story of this amazing match and buy into Shawn Michaels beating The Undertaker, consequently breaking the streak. And that long countout was a nail-biting moment because of how real that incident felt. We as fans didn't know that it was a botch, but the sell was so brilliant that it was easy to buy into the notion that Taker had nothing else to give. Every fall after that botch had fans on the edge of their seats until Taker finally got the 3 count. The right botch can elevate any good match, especially when you have strong in-ring technicians like Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. Number 6, Cesaro breaks his front tooth. No Mercy
Damn.
2017. Or whether it's Tyson Kidd or Sheamus, it seems like you
Bro,
can't do
I ain't
any
gonna
wrong
lie, bro.
putting Cesaro
That was my favorite tag team partner, Cesaro. Him and Tyson Kidd, bro, they was nasty together, bro.
in the
I'm so
tag
mad
team
Tyson
division.
Kidd got hurt.
WWE's makeshift tag teams rarely work, but the Bar had excellent chemistry with one another. Most importantly, they could go between the ropes. Of course, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins are no slouches either, and these two had a banger at SummerSlam. Now, even though it was clear that
The
Ambrose
Bar
and
was
Rollins
okay.
were
They
gonna
was
retain in
cool.
their No Mercy rematch, the tag match got better once Cesaro accidentally damaged his front teeth after he sent flying into the ring post. It added some grittiness and spark to the match, and there was a moment where it felt like the Bar would actually regain these belts. But this injury helped put over Cesaro's character and made him look like a total badass.
And that's when he started wearing
fighting through the pain
mouthpieces.
to win back belts WWE have told us were worthless for years. When you have moments of men or women fighting through tremendous pain in a title match, it puts over the value of those belts tremendously. It also gives a character some dimension that every story demands. This is one of the best tag team title matches in modern era of wrestling. Number 7, the 2024 Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. The
It was a botch.
2024 Women's Money in the Bank ladder match is a continuous car crash you can't turn your eyes away from. It's fast and filled with botches, but for some odd reason, these botches actually worked in favor of the match. Ladder matches are no stranger to botches, especially when it's multiple men or women in a match. Those botches tend to come from overly complicated spots and dealing with multiple people in a chaotic situation. The 2024 Women's Money in the Bank ladder match works so well because nothing feels contrived and fake. The botches bring out the realism in wrestling, and there's never a point where any of it ruins the flow of the match. And that said, it doesn't mean the entire match is filled with botches, as there are a couple of memorable sequences, including the excellent ending of Chelsea Green being pushed up the ladder by Tiffany Stratton. Is it the best ladder match you'll ever see? Well, not even close. But it's a great example of a chaotic match that works well in its own way. And number 8, Drew McIntyre has accidentally busted open Hell in a Cell 2024. Now, this is the match that made Hell in a Cell cool again. Now, don't get us wrong, we've had several gems like Triple H and Taker and Edge and Taker, but the concept itself has been destroyed by the stupid gimmick pay-per-views that weaken Hell in a Cell's reputation.
Facts.
Drew McIntyre and CM Punk are in the running for the best feud of the year. The promos and storytelling were top-notch, and their final match ended on a superb
I ain't gonna lie, I did like that feud, bro, but the only thing I didn't like was that fucking bead shit, bro.
note. However, the botch comes from McIntyre being busted open by a toolbox. Now, according to rumours, Punk was the only one who was supposed to bleed, but McIntyre's bleeding further cemented just how personal this feud was, and it backed up Punk's mental state leading into the match. More importantly, it brought back the danger and violent element of the Hell in a Cell that's been missing for quite some time.
Facts.
Blood can be a powerful storytelling tool when it's used correctly. Since it's rare to see colour in the WWE these days, it makes a match or segment stand out when it actually happens. But there you have it, folks.
Hey, man, that's gonna do it for Botches that made WWE match better. And that's gonna do it for the video. Let me check on. Let me you guys like, comment, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the vibe, man. Peace.